Hey guys, so this video is to show you how the campaign is built. If you've gone this far, you've obviously set up your email, your templates. So now this is the actual campaign part of it. So let me just show how it works. So click on new campaign. You can call this test campaign, whatever it is that you want to call it. Now the template, this is obviously the template that you've built. So you might have a lot of templates, so you just type in the thing that you built, right? The template. If you have a second one, obviously, I only have one in this account for now. But if you have multiple templates, this is where you would specify that. Now, they need to reference the same merge tags, right? Because obviously, right, if you're testing a lead spreadsheet, right, they're going to be referencing the same column. So you just have to make sure that they are referencing. If you do have merge tags in your email text, right? Let me go back and show you. So, right, let's say you reference like first name, right, like here, right? You have to make sure that this tag is these set of merge tags that you use here in this template has to be the same as the other templates that you want to be using to do A/B tests, right? It makes sense because if you're trying to A/B test a campaign, it's going off of one spreadsheet. So one spreadsheet only has it should be being referenced the same way in different templates. So you get what I mean, right? If that is confusing, just put in the comments and I'll try to explain it again. But I think that's common sense. Anyway, so let me go back to the campaigns. So go back to the campaigns, test campaign. So template, here I only have one. And the lead spreadsheet is whatever that thing references. I think this one's called test something. That's weird. How come I don't have any? Oh, merge tag. Sorry, it's called merge tag. So if I go to merge tag, here we go. This one. So test campaign. So the email field and the phone field. This is kind of obvious. You have to tell us which one is your email field if you're doing emails, and if you're doing ringless voicemail and SMS, you have to let us know which field is the phone number field. Obviously. Okay, so now this is where it gets sort of interesting. You have to tell us when you would like for us to stop the sequence. Basically, you have a sequence of events that you use to try and get the prospect's attention, right? When they respond, or if the email bounces, you should obviously stop emailing them because they are either telling you that they're interested, or they want to have a conversation with you, or they're saying, no, I'm not interested, stop emailing me, stop bothering me. Or if the email bounces, for example, right? These are all things that basically tell you, if you're a human doing this manually, that you would stop, right? You wouldn't constantly email an email address that's bouncing all the time, right? So that's why it says stop sending to lead when lead received on. So email including bounce. In other words, you send them an email and your email bounces, we're gonna stop sending them email. And this goes for the same as with SMS and phone call. If it fails, we're gonna stop, right? And if they respond, we're gonna stop. Makes sense. But some people, I don't know. We have this feature because I haven't really thought of any use case where you would actually constantly keep going. I guess if you were to do like reminders or something. But GetSalesFox wasn't particularly designed for email marketing, like MailChimp type stuff. But we have that option for you anyway. Another one, we have data verification. If you want to make sure that the email that you send are absolutely accurate, right? Because what happens is if you just constantly send emails that are constantly bouncing, right? If you hit a certain threshold, I think it's different. I think Google is like 4% or something. I'm not sure. Some X percentage. Zoho is different. Everybody's different, right? So you want to have the lowest bounce rate as possible, meaning you want to have the highest accuracy of email as possible. So if you want to do that, we do have third-party verification services that we do use. if you want to use them, your bounce rate will go down to like 0.1% or something like that, some ridiculously low number. But it does cost money, and so if you want us to validate on your behalf, make sure that the emails exist. We can do so, but it comes at a cost of a penny per verification. Not a lot, right? Unless you're doing like 10 billion emails or something. I mean, it's pretty affordable. Also, phone validation. That's if you do ringless voicemail, you have to make sure that the phone number is actually a wireless carrier number. Wireless mobile number, right? So no landlines. You cannot do ringless voicemail and SMS to a landline, obviously. You cannot do it to virtual numbers like Google Voice. Actually, some you can actually, but like Talkatone, any of these like mobile app type things where you have these throwaway numbers, those won't work well. Actually, they won't work at all. Actually, Google Voice too, it doesn't work out. It's no for now, but we've tested it, it's sort of hit or miss. But if you want to make sure that ringless voicemail and SMS go directly to only a handheld mobile phone and no apps, no virtual numbers, no Skype, none of that stuff, you have to use this feature. And this validation is also like a penny. It's really cheap. To make sure that the number that you've entered in your spreadsheet is actually a mobile carrier number. Okay. Okay. So in this one, new rows appended on sheets. You got to change the wording. So this column means that when you append new rows to your spreadsheets, this campaign will keep going. So if you were to manually just append to the spreadsheet, we'll just keep going, right? So this is one of the reasons why this is such a powerful feature, is because you don't have to log on to GetSalesFox for this to work, right? All you have to do is just append rows onto the spreadsheet, and we'll just keep going. Okay, so if you have an email suppression list, meaning a list of people that you don't want to contact ever again, like for example, CAN-SPAM Act has all these rules and stuff like that. Some companies keep their own suppression lists. So if you have that, you just enter it here. And also if you have a phone suppression list, that's people that you don't want to call ever again. So you just enter that here. It's also like a spreadsheet, you just enter it there. And that's pretty much it. And then you click on save. And what you see now is you hit that big button that says activate. Well, if you click on that, it will activate and it will start doing your stuff. Now this columns are a little messy looking, but it's a lot better looking on your dashboard because I just squished all the buttons and stuff. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's all for the campaign stuff. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Also, just reach out if some of this stuff is confusing. Let me move my face there also. We have a chat box in the dashboard itself. So if there's parts where you're confused, it doesn't work, please reach out, and myself or somebody from the team will get back to you. All right, thanks, and speak to you again.